Homeless Athletics season review and offseason takeaways. What a fun and exciting team with a bright future. If only they hadn't abandoned their fan base, maybe somebody would actually be able to enjoy this team. If only they had ownership that gave their remaining fans that have stayed loyal reason to believe that they're actually going to maintain these players and stay competitive, or continue to grow to be more competitive, I guess I should say. Right, but the big question though is, are they really going to keep around this young core and continue to build as they move to Vegas? Is that really the goal? Is their ownership really going to change their ways and keep players just because they're in Vegas now? Or is Fisher just going to continue doing what he's always done? History going to show true, and just, a money grab. And you can get a money grab in Vegas just by, the fact that it's kind of built to be a place for away team fans, right? There are more visitors in Vegas than there are people who are actually from Vegas, it feels like. So the majority of people who show up to a game are going to be fans of the opposing team. So it doesn't really matter how good of a team the A's have. It just matters that there's a team in Vegas that people are going to go buy tickets for Fisher to make money off of. So do we really know that he's going to change his ways and start investing in his team now just because they're there in Vegas? Or is it just going to be an investment in a stadium and a marketing stunt, basically? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think is going to happen with this team. Are they actually going to change their ways and spend some money and keep these players around as they settle down in Vegas? Now, I know that little opening segment there basically attempted to beat this organization up, and I try to keep these pretty positive and focus on ways that teams can improve and move to the future. If you've paid attention to baseball as a whole, you should know about this team and the young stars that they have here. Nick Kurtz, Jacob Wilson really lead the way as the future superstars. Rooker has really established himself as a hero of the team and a very good veteran hitter. I think Lawrence Butler will have a bounce back season in 2026. Shea Langeliers showed some real promise. Tyler Soderstrom can do a lot. Denzel Clark is amazing to watch in the outfield. And Max Muncy should be called up for the entirety of the 2026 season. So this offense really is continuing to develop into a very good and complete offense. Also, call me crazy, but I haven't given up on Zach Geloff either. Now, hopefully Geloff can get healthy and get back to showing the flashes of what he showed back in, 2023, when he looked to be really promising. They also got Leo DeVries in the trade for Mason Miller, which is a big move because he is an incredible prospect. It does hurt to give up Mason Miller, but you got one of the best prospects in all of baseball. A little ways away, but another thing that really helped this offense. And if they were to just lock up everybody, we can look 2, 3, maybe 4 years into the future and see one of the best offenses in baseball just with the guys they have right now. And as bad as this ownership is, and we can criticize them for not keeping these players, the one thing I really like about this organization, and I've always really respected about them, is the coaching staff and the development and the scouting, because these are things that they do really well. They do a really good job of making use of what their ownership gives them to deal with. So when I look at the internal organization of who actually works for the Athletics, those are people who really know how to do their job well, it feels like. They just don't have a lot to work with. Now in 2026, the offense will be fine, I believe, but the pitching staff is going to be very hard to overcome. 27th in ERA in 2025. And unfortunately, there's really no sign of that picking up or changing or improving in 2026. But Jamie Arnold and Gage Jump, I think, were very good draft picks. Obviously, drafted last year, not going to make it to the big leagues in 2026 probably. But I do like those picks. Hopefully, they can continue to move in that direction, scout more guys like that, draft more guys like that in 2026, and start making steps to get this pitching staff on track to catch up and be as productive as this offense is.